on this side. So it makes it like a full house. All right, you good? All right, Penny.
Coach, your comments on tonight's game?
Well, that front court's a handful. I mean, they're a good team all around, but Nathan Knight and Van Fleet are, Knight's a terrific player. Van Fleet's a great compliment to them, and we're playing a little small. I thought our guys did a good job, but they're a good team. It's a tough matchup, so we just got to, keep working and improve.
Mike, how big was the last 6 minutes of the first half? You go up 16, shooting lights out, and then they get all the way back to, I think, within 2 at the half. How pivotal was that period in deciding the game?
Right, yeah. I think that's where we're at right now. It's like we can do some good things well and sort of execute up until a point, but now we just got to get to a point where we can sustain it for a whole game. It's not excuses, but we've had injuries, so, having full practices and all that kind of stuff consistently comes into play. But, that's just where we are right now. So I was happy with what we were able to do. Now we just got to get to a point where we can sustain it.
You guys went small and you started 4 guards. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, we don't have any other big people. Those are our best players. We were thinking we can, move, get them moving, score from the perimeter, put some pressure on them, which we did early on, but again, it's just sustaining it's hard.
I don't think they scored a ton when both bigs were on the floor, but how tough is it? Usually when you play a team with a good big, you get them for maybe 25 minutes, but it seemed like they were shuffling in and out, so you were facing a 7-footer or 6'10" scoring guy the entire game.
Yeah, and they're both good. Like, they can handle the ball. They're not just like typical, big guys. They can both step out, make a shot, and sort of take more than 2 dribbles in the post, and make some moves down there. So they're a handful for sure. So it was a tough matchup. I like the way our guys battled down there. Stacy, Connor, all these guys were battling down there, so that was a good sign to me.
After the first 2 games, what are some of the good things you've learned about this particular team?
They share the ball. It was nice to have Saeed back. Just got to get him completely healthy now. But I think the group likes each other. You can tell by the way they play. But it's just a lot of new pieces, I'd say. So just getting everybody on the same page. Not having a guy like Marvin, who's like a glue guy out there, makes a big difference. Just having that extra guy who sort of spin around, who knows, he's big and he can rebound a little bit. So not having him and having 2 new guys and 3 new guys out there, sort of makes a difference. But I like the group. They like each other. They're working hard. So I feel good about the group.
How are you kind of determining right now what is a good shot with this team, especially when you have a group of 4 guards at a time on the floor who can all shoot the ball from the outside?
Yeah, well, that's the challenge right now. It's like you want them to all be aggressive, to attack, and to think they can make every shot, but then to get them to understand, okay, someone else was more open, someone was open in the post. You could have drove, could put more pressure on them, just little things like that. But it's a learning process, and they're trying. That there's a significant difference between our shot selection on Tuesday and tonight. So they definitely, responded. We had like a half a practice between then and now, and they certainly responded.
What did you? Sorry, go ahead.
You took out Saeed at about the 10-minute mark, and William and Mary went on a little, I think it was a 6-0 run. What went into that decision? Was he just tired? Did you want to give him a little rest?
Yeah, he's been banged up a little bit, and so a little fatigued. Figured we'd get some other guys in there. Anytime, you want Saeed in the game all the time, but you can't do that. So we just got to get him healthy, and then I'll leave him in.
What did you see on the technical on Josh?
They explained it. It was just drawing, just going back and forth. So just part of the game.
Anything else?
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.